And we as an athletic department will continue moving forward. We owe that to our student athletes, our coaches, and our staff.
Our top story tonight takes us down to Las Cruces, where New Mexico State University fired its athletic director after a scathing anti-hazing report from our state's attorney general. We heard from the university leaders for the first time today, and our Griffin Rushton is here to share what they had to say. Griffin?
Well, they made it clear this morning their decision to part ways with former AD Mario Mocha was entirely their decision. President Valerio Ferme says there was no influence from state leaders or other officials, but he essentially confirmed that recently released report from the New Mexico Department of Justice was the final nail in the coffin.
We've made tremendous strides toward building a culture within the athletic department and on this campus that you can be proud of. And I am confident that we will continue to build on that culture moving forward.
Amber Burge faced the press for the first time Friday morning, less than 24 hours after she was named the acting athletics director at New Mexico State University.
My whole focus is on moving this athletic department forward.
NMSU leaders, including new president Valerio Ferme, put Burge in charge after firing longtime AD Mario Mocha, who is a recurring character in the New Mexico Department of Justice's final report on the notorious men's basketball team hazing scandal.
That was a decision that I made based on my reading of these materials.
Two former basketball players sued the school back in 2023, alleging other players sexually assaulted them multiple times and their coaches didn't stop it. A grand jury indicted DeShondre Washington, Kim Aiken Jr., and Dr. Bradley on criminal charges later that year. But according to the DOJ's report, those incidents were, quote, reflective of a more pervasive toxic culture throughout the program. A program under Mocha's control.
Once you start reading the report, you also start looking at all the other stuff that is surrounding the report. From my perspective, you have to have a little bit of humility as an institution to say, let's look at what happened. Let's take responsibility for some of it. Let's see what we're doing well. Let's see what we're not doing. And then having the courage to say, oh, you know what? We really need to move forward.
President Ferme confirmed Mocha will not receive a buyout and says NMSU is already working to implement several suggestions packed inside the DOJ's report, such as hiring a director of anti-hazing efforts.
That's going to be one of our first moves, is to do that and provide them with a budget to start doing programming that will continue to enhance what we're already doing.
Burge is stepping up from her former role as deputy athletics director with what Ferme calls a student-first mindset.
100% of my focus will be on supporting our coaches and our staff so that they're able to provide the student athletes an excellent experience here.
The DOJ report is also encouraging the university to implement anti-hazing training for all students and staff and to create a sexual violence resource center on campus. The report is also urging New Mexico State lawmakers to pass anti-hazing legislation, something the report says the vast majority of other U.S. states have already done. Ryan?